So, Darling in the Franxx, episode 14. Why is the internet so fucking stupid? Hello everybody on YouTube, this is Super Nintendo, and welcome to my little, I guess you could call this a rant video, on episode 14 of Darling in the Franxx. And this might come as a surprise, it's not what you're gonna be, well, it's about what you're thinking about, but not for the reason, I guess. So, I'm not gonna be going in depth in a plot, well, kinda. Alright, so this episode, spoilers for episode 14, it is about, basically, it picks up right where the last episode ended, pretty much, where Ichigo is beating the shit out of Sterlitzia, and Ichigo basically prevents 02 from seeing 015. Who I still haven't learned his name, by the way. Because, again, it's very inconsistent on whether or not it's Hiro or Hida. Because maybe this is a dub thing, but I don't know. It sounds like half the time they're saying Hida or Hiro. If anybody has some insight on what the fuck this character's name is, because even looking it up, it's inconsistent, please comment down below. And for the record, I am watching this in dub on Funimation. Like, if you're having so much trouble, then this is just a sign that dub is shit. Like, no. It's just inconsistency. Or pronunciation or whatever. Most of this episode is just Ichigo and the others preventing 016 and 02 from talking and meeting with each other. The end of the episode has Ichigo finally confessing her feelings to 016 after kissing him twice. Plot summary over, pretty much. So, oh boy, where the fuck do I even begin? First off, the internet needs to calm the fuck down. Every character, every person I've seen on the internet, like, okay, I don't exactly know why people hate Ichigo for what she does in this episode, to be fair, but it's like, even if she doesn't know the reason, what she does in this episode is completely fucking justified, okay? Alright, so, basically, she prevents Ichigo prevents 02 from meeting 016 because 016 was strangled, was being used, and having his life force be sucked away by 0-2. And if by some fucking miracle he manages to survive this, he gets turned into the same type of creature that 02 is. Essentially losing his humanity. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are any of those things fucking good? Not to say that 02 is necessarily exempt from scorn from this either, because I'll give her benefit of the doubt and say some of this is subconscious, like she's doing it without knowing about it. Or maybe her Calaxosaur instincts are taking over or whatever, causing her to do this. But it still doesn't make what Ichigo did wrong. Not on any fucking level. Okay? So, I don't fucking get it. I don't get why people hate this character. In fact, let me see this, because I just posted this on Facebook not even like 5 minutes ago about this. Let me see if anybody has commented, and Oh, my phone is so shit. Come on. Nope, nobody's commented to try to... Okay. I've even tried looking this up specifically about this, and from what I've gathered, there doesn't really seem to be anything that either adds to this later on or anything else. But what the fuck? You know? Why does everybody hate Ichigo over this? And I still stand by what I said in my previous Darling in the Franxx video, talking about how most of these characters are just stock anime archetypes. And this still holds fucking true. So it's not that, oh, I have an emotional connection with Ichigo, or that I think, or I did say that she has a really cute and pretty character design, but, like, no, that's not a fucking reason. Like, oh, you hate her character design, or you like how 02 has acted in most of these episodes. So you're like, oh, why is she picking on poor 02? That's what it comes across as, whether or not that's actually the reason for her hate. Because, no, acting like that doesn't fucking make it right when you attempt to fucking kill somebody. And this isn't the first fucking time she's done this either. Because from what I gather, in one of the previous episodes, what's-his-face, 016, was having, like, essentially a big blood clot or something, like he was getting corrupted, and his veins were, like, basically getting corrupted or whatever, and he was about to fucking die. And that was 02's fucking doing this. So this isn't the first fucking time she's done this. And from what I gather, she's done this to almost every fucking partners before 016. So, okay, does this make what Ichigo does in the episode right? Honestly, I think Ichigo is perfectly justified. Whether or not it's revealed later on that, oh, 02 was just trying to, like, do something, doesn't fucking matter. This doesn't negate how this is presented. Like, okay, even if, like, it's revealed later on that, oh, 02 is basically the, like, oh, she was doing what she was doing because she was trying to save Hiro or Hida or 016, or she was trying to become human, or whatever fucking reason, it doesn't negate what Ichigo does here. Okay, is the point. What matters is what Ichigo does in the moment, because even if it's, like I said, if it's revealed something fucking later than this, Ichigo was trying to keep 016 fucking alive. Whether or not it's revealed later that that's not what 02 was attempting to do, voice crack, it doesn't negate this, okay? So, to draw a real-world parallel, say I dated a girl, alright? She seems nice, she's pretty, or whatever, but somewhere down the line, she comes at me with a knife and strangles me and attempts to kill me. Unless I join her cult or something. And then somebody else, either my sister or whatever, comes in and prevents me from seeing this girl who attempted to kill me or join her cult. Again, like, you know, turn her into, like, she's trying to turn 016 into a monster or whatever, like, whatever information was given, you know. So, me not seeing this girl, who the fuck is gonna fault the person who prevents me from either joining a cult or getting killed? Okay? And again, none of these characters have any real fucking personality aside from their stock anime archetypes. Ichigo kind of developed. Well, no. Ichigo is mostly just the leader and is just in love with the main character. 02 is the only one with any fucking personality, but it's. It really. It doesn't make any sense, you know? Anyway, I think I've said all that can be said because, honestly, I don't have much more to say on this. What the fuck, internet? So, real quick, after, this is being recorded a couple of, like, about 20 or so minutes after I recorded the initial video. And I took a look at a few videos on of people explaining why they hate Ichigo. Basically, I also didn't talk so much about 02 and what's going through her head during this whole ordeal. So, you know, to be fair, I like to give things, you know, as fair a shot as possible. So, let's talk about 02 and what's running her through her head through this whole ordeal. In episode 13, we get a origin video episode pretty much explaining the backstories even further of 02 and Hiro. I did look it up, and in the manga, his name is pronounced Hiro, Hiro. So, it's Hiro. No longer have to call him 016, which is great. But back on topic. 02 was very much in her childhood basically just a wild animal. And Hiro basically liberated her, albeit briefly, and they essentially became, you could argue, lovers from a very early age. Although I think this is a case of like Goku Chi-Chi syndrome, where it's like, hey, you want to get married at one point? But I thought a bride meant something to eat. Because no fucking way 2 kids know what the hell marriage is. Even if you can understand it, you don't know the implications, pretty much. Especially when one of them is basically can't even fucking talk, but 02 basically has been living her entire life trying to become human, doing whatever necessary to do so, and basically has been unintentionally hurting Hiro in accomplishing these goals, has been hurting Hiro because she doesn't realize that Hiro is the same person from that she had been her darling from years ago. So when she finally realizes this, she has a mental snap and basically goes arguably crazy, but which is only which is only made worse by what Ichigo is doing. But again, like I said, this doesn't negate anything Ichigo does, because, I mean, think about it from Ichigo's point of view. 02 has been using, abusing, and turning Hiro into a monster slowly over the course of the series, and basically, she doesn't know exactly what the hell is going on, so she's doing this in ignorance. But this still doesn't make her unlikable. She's essentially keeping two lovebirds apart because she doesn't know the full story. How the fuck does this make her unlikable to the degree where people in multiple countries will threaten the original creator over this shit? Like, send death threats. What the fuck warrants this shit? Doesn't fucking matter what the original creator did. You do under no fucking circumstances do you ever have the goddamn right to threaten somebody over their fucking life. Under no fucking circumstances. Especially over a fictional series like Darling in the goddamn Franxx. Okay, listen to me. People who hate Ichigo. People who hate 02, because I know they fucking exist. Calm the fuck down. I'm just trying to process all of this hate over this character, because the hate over this character is so immense with so little fucking reason to hate this character. I mean, let's compare this to other characters that personally I hate. I hate characters like Superman. And granted, this is more so for the fans, because like Superman fanboys that claim he's more powerful than he is, and claim that he is stuff that he isn't, and all this other shit, and claim that he can do things that he can't, and all this other shit. But like, even without that, I hate him for more than just that. Honestly, I hate him because of that, but there are other reasons why I dislike him. First off, he's essentially born with all this power, didn't actually have to work for it. I mean, yeah, he was born on Krypton, and on Krypton he doesn't actually have any fucking power. So he slowly gained it over time, but he didn't have to work for any of these powers. Yeah, he had to learn to control them, but no, not the same fucking thing. You know, like, I respect characters that have to work their asses off to get to where they are. Compare Superman to, say, Batman. Batman was born with a shit ton of money and resources, yes, but he still had to work his ass off to turn from Bruce Wayne to Batman. You know, Bruce wasn't just, oh, my mom's dead, suddenly I'm Batman. No, that's not how it fucking works. You know, like, I hate Superman for those reasons. And honestly, there's more, but I want to keep this video on topic. Ichigo, there's not enough personality there to hate. There's nothing really that she has done, action-wise, that has really earned her legendary hated status. Because it doesn't... There's nothing in the series she has done yet to warrant such hate. It boggles my goddamn mind that this character is as hated to the degree that she is. Honestly, I would argue that 02 is more unlikable for what she has been doing up until now. She has wounded, fatally wounded, if not killed, multiple people just in the pursuit of Hero. Honestly, 02 has done more unforgivable shit than fucking Ichigo has. And guess what? I still honestly like Zero Two because she's the only character I actually fucking like. Because unlike every other character in this goddamn show, at least in the anime, none of these other characters have any fucking personality. I'm sorry if I'm seeming really angry right now. Honestly, I'm more exhausted about this. But calm the fuck down.